What's up guys, Free Nachos here with another Fallout 4 melee only build playthrough on Twitch. Coming to you live. If you're watching this on YouTube, then you're part of the YouTube crew. But right now we are going to continue our mission for the railroad. So we have to do three things. We have to get the password for Code Defender. We need to help Father to take out the rogue synth. And we need to kill a Courser. So first of all, we are going to, let's see. Let's eliminate the Courser first. We already have University Point unlocked. So why don't we go and fast travel over there. Hope you guys are having a good 4th of July. I have the day off today, so that means I will be putting some time into this game. I've been outside, it's about 100 degrees, so I've had my fill of being outside for the day. So we're gonna chill, play some Fallout. Okay, so the Courser is 30. Let's go ahead and save before we dive in. Boom, baby.
Reporting status. All functions where
And if you saw last episode, you will know that we have changed to ultra hard, or I'm sorry, very hard difficulty. Did we complete that mission? We did. So now we need to get the password. So I'm not really too worried about getting that guy on the roof. Synth parts all over the ground. Well, that was easy. I'm not, like I said, I'm not worried about that guy up on the roof. Because the only way to get up to him is either to shoot him or to go through the whole building and get him. And I'm not prepared to do that right now. So we're gonna find a safe spot to escape. Remain undetected. And hidden. There we go. So that's done. Get password for Code Defender. Okay, so we're gonna have to go to the Polymer Labs. Let's go to the CIT ruins. It's closest. We leveled up a couple times last episode. I'd like to level up a couple times again. We need to change up our clothes. Who are you?
Hey.
A merc?
Huh?
Welcome to the Cambridge Polymer Labs. Employment opportunities await in the field of scientific research. Shall we begin your application now?
I don't have time for this.
I am required to inform you that this is a secure facility, and access by non-employees is restricted to the lobby.
Okay, so does that mean I'm gonna have to kill you? Is that what that means? Because I will totally do that, I don't care.
Contamination detected. Initiating decontamination sequence.
Okay. So I've done this mission a few times. What we need to do is collect all the different samples. There's one. Now we need to find, I think, 3 more? There's another one. Oh boy. That scared the poop out of me. Good thing I have rad resistance. There's another sample. Now I need to hack this terminal. Stuck. Shady. Sleep. We need to get some of these duds out of here. There we go, tries reset. Okay, so we know Stuck, Shady, and Sleep all have one in common. Smoke. All right. Security door control. Open door. Now we're gonna have to put our hazmat suit on. That's sneaky. Alright, well, anyway. Let's put something in here. Let's do the scanning thingy. So I got all these chemicals identified. Now I need to find the isotope sample. Which is probably what's through here. Do we have our hazmat suit on? We do. So let's see if we can turn off the alert. Get the sample. Okay, so it's gonna give us a clue. Actually, we need to go up. We need to like go upstairs or something. Pretty sure there's like a path. Ah, the password is in there, okay. So we need to get in that room. Then there's a path. There it is. Okay, we're in good shape now. Forgot where it was. Radaway, stim pack. Chemistry station. There's a sample. I gotta go all the way around until we drop into that office that we needed. Bergman's terminal. Username T. Williams, password Vernon is an idiot. Oh, it's that deleted mail. What are you doing? You're going to get us killed. Can't cut through. I'm with you about the new dosing pattern. So did we do it? I guess we gotta read her notes. Over here in her terminal. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Molly, what are you doing? So, if you were to correctly solve and put the right chemicals in here, you would get a really, really good chess piece. or power armor. But I'm not interested in that right now, so I'm not gonna continue along with it. I'm probably just gonna drop it, to be honest. Hopefully it'll let me. If I can find one of them. Doesn't have any weight. Okay, doesn't have any weight, so we're good. We're good. All right, let's head out. We gotta go back to the railroad base, report back. Hopefully we'll get close to a level up, but you never know. Not gonna fight those turrets, there's no point. So we have 2 missions to turn in, so hopefully we'll get close to level 54.
Half of you know this already, but something so big, I can't ask people to keep it secret any longer. The rumor is true. One of our agents has made it inside the Institute.
Is this what Tinker Tom was working on?
Yes, Tom's work is related, but the device and the assembly was the Wanderer's doing. After the device was assembled, she made it inside the Institute, and then back out.
Where is the Institute?
We're not sure exactly. Best guess is that it's somewhere under the old CIT. But they've been using a teleportation device to get in and out, so it could be anywhere.
What did she find out?
I know you all have questions, but I've said everything I'm going to. But know this, the ops you're planning and running now are the most important of our lives. We have a chance at rescuing more synths than we ever dreamed of, so get it done.
You got too many teeth to be a scam.
Excellent work. On our side, we've gone through your report. It was extraordinary. So many pieces of the puzzle clicked into place. Our final analysis indicates the Institute is far more formidable than we ever feared or imagined. If we stage a mass breakout, Patriot's 13 synths will undoubtedly be the last we ever save. Instead, we use this one chance to rescue all the synths. Every last one of them.
That's a bold plan.
We can't waste this opportunity. The Institute will never let their slaves go without a fight. So the heart of our problem is manpower. Even if we call in all our agents, and we will, we won't be able to hold our own against the Institute for long. Talk with C-114. If the synths down there want freedom, they must fight and risk their lives to earn it.
Understood.
Good. Which leads us to a delicate subject. As much as we owe Patriot, we can't be certain how committed he is. If he learns we're willing to kill to free synths, he may not have the stomach for it. So get what you need from him and then cut him loose. Good luck.
Really?
With you.
Really? That's how you do?
Systems locked. Building statistical model for Operation Tea Party.
One less courser.
Mission's outcome correctly predicted. Warning. Odds of more coursers being discovered are extremely high. reward for service delivered.
Compressed napalmer. What's that? Is that a flamethrower? Oh, yeah. Okay, so how's our weight doing? Not great. Let's head back to base. Drop off this flamethrower and whatever else we don't need. And then we'll go run Father's mission. Okay, so let's save. Let's look in our quest log. Meet up with the Courser. That's what we need to do. It's way out there. All right. We'll swim. Go out to the beach.
Yeah, I'm new.
It's actually not that far. Probably gonna tell the Courser to stay here, if I can. Because trust me, babysitting companions sucks.
I'm ready to move in, ma'am.
You must be the Courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, ma'am. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
I can handle these raiders on my own.
I have no reason to doubt that, ma'am. But I have my orders. If you take on that synth, I'll be right there with you.
Just want to kill you then. Well, at least it's not pitch black right now. Oh, let's do this thing. I'm getting interrupted. There we go. And I've already got glitched out into the water. totally stuck, which is frustrating. I hate this game sometimes. I honestly do. Why would they create this? Why would they create a level with so much glitchy out spots? That's why I did not want to bring this courser, because he's going to get stuck, and I'm not going to be able to finish the mission. God. And then you got the raiders who jump in the water. So you gotta follow them in there.
What you got left in
you? I'm just gonna ignore all those raiders and just go to my goal. Okay, I'm stuck in a boat. Whoever's idea this level was can just go to hell. Good idea. Really, really bad in practice. What are you doing?
I can't see!
Okay, let's definitely make sure we save.
Nice.
How the hell do I get up? Go up here. There we are. Anybody else? Alright, for God's sake, let's save so we don't have to do that mess again.
Hold up a moment, ma'am. There's something important I need to tell you.
Not now. We're a little busy.
I know, but it'll just take a second, and it's something you need to know. I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
What do you mean by reset his cognitive processes?
Put more simply, the recall code will render him unconscious even while he's still standing. That's all, ma'am. Ready when you are.
Bingo.
Sure. We'll take that, even though we're not using guns in this playthrough, obviously, but we'll take it just for our weapon collection.
Yes.
Well, I guess let's do it then.
Well done. By your gear, I mean, you guys seem to work agent just like me. So, get into the top. Dead spiritual resources, and it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs.
B592 initialize factory reset. Authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
Gabriel, can you hear me? Shit, they did something to him. Take them out. Keep your...
Nice work. I'll take the synth back. This is X688, ready to relay with reclaimed synth B592.
Okay. Let's take a look at our log. I guess that's it then. Return to Fowler. Now we're getting very close to the liberation phase. Well, let's talk to Father first.
It's an honor to have you here.
No, the little boy's out. Must have taken her to the scrap heap.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
Why do you care what happens on the surface? You're in your own world down here.
Because there are forces on the surface that could pose a threat to us, and only a fool ignores a possible threat. We might diminish that danger by correcting the false perception that we intend some great harm to mankind. But enough about that. The task is done, and you've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities. as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Okay. How do I get to my quarters?
Scanning. Subject identified.
You not see the crime it does?
Your quarters are just inside, ma'am.
Hey there.
Your quarters are just inside, ma'am.
Guess they don't program you to say anything else.
When you're finished here, ma'am, Father wants to see you.
All right. I thought he said we had a bunch of equipment in here.
In case anyone didn't mention it, quiet time runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Okay, let's speak with Liam.
It was an honor to fight at your side.
Shut up. Stupid courser.
So you're father's mother, but he's older than you. That's weird.
Hi there.
Hello.
All right, boys.
We must speak quickly. We cannot risk being discovered. I have made arrangements. I can get the 13 we discussed into position. But, tell me, do you think Mr. Benet's plan will work?
A better plan is to use this opportunity to rescue everyone. But since we'll have to fight for it.
And I thought Mr. Benet's plan was too ambitious. Of course, I'd fight for my freedom. And I know of a few others that might as well. But enough to face all the guards? Perhaps, if we stand up openly to the scientists, more of my people would join us. Yes. Even if most don't join the fight, certainly there are many others who have been waiting their whole lives for this. But we should be prepared for some of the synths to fight against us.
All people want to be free. They just need the opportunity to take it.
If the Railroad inspires everyone like you do, the SRB is wise to fear you. We will give my people an opportunity, and they will flock to us. I admire Mr. Benet a great deal. We can't tell him about this plan. It's his people we'll be fighting. I will talk to my friends. Meet me here tomorrow. If I don't make our appointment, assume the worst.
All right, now this is actually very important.
Unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr.
Sometimes this game reminds me of Westworld.
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, Unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your duties.
Now I'm gonna save before I talk to this bro. We're gonna put our talking clothes on. Because I would like not to kill him. I don't have to.
You get me what we talked about, and I'm in business.
I got you your username and password.
You railroad guys really deliver, you know? Hooking that ancient tech up to the modern terminals is going to be seriously time-consuming, even with that password. So hand it over and I'll get started.
This is a delicate operation. Are you okay if we have to use violence?
Good question. If we find ourselves in that position, we pull the plug and wait for another opportunity. We can't risk anyone's life over this.
Would it be possible to rescue more synths?
Those 13 synths are the only ones we're sure we can trust. If we push our luck and get the wrong synth involved, the whole thing could unravel.
Okay, I need to walk away from him for a sec. Okay, I'm supposed to give him the password.
Liam, I got you your username and password.
You railroad guys really deliver, you know? Hooking that ancient tech, so hand it over and I'll get started.
Here you go.
Great. Listen, I need a favor. Z-114 is working the atrium again. Can you give him an update? It's safer if you do it.
Liam.
That project you helped with, it's coming along. You understand, right?
So now we better go talk to Father. While we're giving him a day, let's speak with Father quick.
When are you going to tell me about this?
I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence. Hello, Mother. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
I'd teach the guy a lesson. Make sure he never does it again.
Using physical force is never my first choice, but there are times when it becomes necessary. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. And they no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They're crazy, thinking machines are alive.
Agreed. However noble they may believe themselves to be, they are thieves. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Sounds pretty simple.
Hopefully, yes. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Hey, I'll act quickly. You can count on me.
You'll have a contact waiting for you just outside Bunker Hill. Good luck.
Alright, now this is where it gets very, very interesting, because we are going to inform the Railroad, and we are going to fuck up Father's little plan here. Let's go talk to them. We are so close to leveling up! So we are going to side with the Railroad. For sure. I love this teleportation thing.
When running synths out of a well, wastelanders can be a bigger problem than human beings. I don't want to talk about Blackbird. Carrington is sure to give me an earful about it.
Can I talk to you?
Something on your mind?
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill. They're planning to recapture the synths there.
The timing couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those 4 synths. There's nowhere else that's safe we could put them. Maintaining your cover is vital. But the sacrifice is just too great.
Stockton and the synths are depending on us. We can't let them down.
Well said. We've never known when and where the Institute would strike us next. But now we have a chance to turn the tables. We wait until the enemy is in position, then we hit them hard. No one they send out comes back alive except you. Understand?
Oh, is that all? Need anything else while I'm at it?
Nope. Just keep defying the odds. We can't attack too early. We need to draw them into the kill zone, and then spring the trap. You'll know when. You'll probably have a Courser escort. You'll have to take him down. You've done it before, but it'll still be dangerous.
Like you said, I've done it before.
It's a risk, but it's one we have to take. So get it done.
All right. Now what do we gotta do? Let's look at our little quest log here. Let's go ahead and reach Bunker Hill. All right, where's this Courser?
I've been waiting for you.
Watch your tone, Synth.
Next time, move faster. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. We go in shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
Can't pick this.
Okay, now that door's locked. I'm not gonna mess with all that drama. I'm just gonna go straight to where I'm supposed to go.
What's that? Company.
find the escaped synths. Hopefully I'm doing this correctly.
You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
Relax. You're free to go.
Really?
Oh, you dropped your weapon. You're done. You're done. Boom, baby. All right. Deal with the escaped synths. Thought I already dealt with them.
Thank you for sparing us.
Hey there.
We'll get somewhere safe as soon as you're gone.
All right.
Excuse me.
You've given us another chance at life. We won't forget it.
So we're good then, right? Stupid ass courser. We leveled up.
Yes? Yeah?
You better not shoot me, turret.
Yeah? Yes?
Not talking to you. Let's loot all these bodies. Laser Gatling gun. That's what we need. Whew. Of course, we're not going to use it, but you know. You know. Gauss rifle, sweet.
Yes?
So let's go ahead and get out of here. Go speak with Father, tell him the mission failed.
By order of the Institute, you must...
Whoa! Whoa! That dude picked up that laser Gatling and he was like... Alright, how do I get out of here? Alright, good thing I can fast travel in the middle of all that chaos.
Sounds like those raiders at the battalion are quite a handful.
Okay. We have our talking clothes on? We do. Oh, he's in the ruins of CIT? Oh, so I guess we're in the wrong place. What the hell's he doing in the ruins of CIT? Getting close, I think. Oh, this is not right. It's so confusing because there's two waypoints. One of them is deal with the synths, and the other is speak with Father. How do I get outside? It's not up here. Here we are. That's what I was looking for. We're gonna have to have a chat.
You know, In all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
It wasn't always like this. It used to be different.
I can only imagine. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Kellogg called me the backup.
Did he? Well, he was correct. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out?
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
That's all this is to you? All I am to you? Just another experiment?
No, that's not all. But still, I'm glad it turned out the way it did. Soon, I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
I made a choice. I let the synths go free.
Why? Why would you do something so...
Hey, watch your mouth.
It was the right thing to do, Sean.
There's no moral choice to be made here. This was such a simple task. I just don't understand. I know you're capable of handling yourself. How can I expect you to represent the Institute if this sort of thing continues?
Let's not forget our rules here, son. At the end of the day, I'm still your mother.
I am acutely aware of our positions. I am also not a child. And I have a tremendous amount of responsibility for the Institute.
So, where does this leave us?
I need to be sure I can count on you going forward. I had hoped we could be something like a family again. I hoped you shared our vision for the future. I'm afraid there's no room for sentimentality, Mother. If you are not with us, then you are against us. Whatever you do going forward, do not interfere with the Institute's plans. I hope you can find some amount of peace.
I dreamed of you as an adult for so long. Here you are. And I'm so disappointed.
Goodbye, Mother.
Well, we gotta go with the choices we made. We gotta go forward with the choices.
Really walk the freedom train. By yourself.
Bad news. They kicked me out of the Institute. I can't get back in.
God damn it. We knew the whole operation was a long shot. I'm sure you did your best. With no way to coordinate with Z-114, I'm afraid we've lost our only chance.
We have to think of something to save the synths.
I wholeheartedly agree. Ham's already crunched the numbers on this scenario, though. Without help, the Railroad simply doesn't have the numbers to do anything to the Institute. To forcibly free the synths in the Institute, you need an army. There may be a way. Not with us, but with your Minutemen. If you continue rebuilding them, you'd have that army. Then with the data you got using Tom's holotape, maybe they can find a way back into the Institute. If we can help with that, let us know. But I fear the fate of all the synths lie with the Minutemen now.
Got a lot of synths in play right now.
Preston hates us. So let's redo that conversation with Father. How about that? We're gonna have to redo. We're gonna have to redo that conversation. My bad, people. We need to keep our cover. We need to apologize. We need to apologize to our son so that he'll let us back in the Institute so we can free the synths and basically betray him again. So let's try this conversation again.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
It's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps. But at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that. Both of us, really.
They left me on ice. For 60 years.
They did. And for good reason. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with... Well, the Institute realized a contingent... It only made sense that my parents should, I'll admit. When I... To not only do so, extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out?
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? perhaps most curious to me.
Mm-hmm. That's all this is to you? All I am to you? Just another experiment?
No, that's not all. But still, I'm glad it turned out the way it did. Soon, I hope. A future which I hope is not. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
We were totally ambushed. They were waiting for us.
You can imagine that I find that very hard to believe, given that all the intelligence leading up to this indicated we'd taken them by surprise. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this? They had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Alright, so we live to fight another day. We basically lied and said that it was an ambush.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
Let's, can we sit down? Wait a day? Alright, let's meet with Z-114.
Just as you gave life to Father, you gave life to many of us.
I asked my friends if they'd take up arms for their freedom. I was surprised at the number of volunteers. Perhaps once the fighting begins, many others will join us. But we will fight and die very quickly unless we have weapons. A lot of them. Given the right materials, we can make our own crude but serviceable weapons. Unfortunately, we're missing a few critical ingredients.
I have weapons I could give you.
Excellent. Deposit anything you can spare in Maintenance Closet 3B. But we need enough weapons to arm an entire rebellion. So the ingredients are still necessary.
What ingredients?
Gunpowder, laser focusing crystals, and a couple other things.
Couldn't we just steal some weapons?
All munitions are tightly guarded by the SRB. Even if we managed to take some, it would certainly be noticed. And surprise is essential to everything.
Tell me how I can help.
We've come up with a plan to get what we need. The Institute's always expanding. Excavation just completed on one of the sublevels. The mining equipment has been packed into crates and they haven't been moved yet. That equipment has everything we need. Thanks to Mr. Binet, the construction crew is populated solely by my friends. But they're under constant supervision. How do you feel about killing some guards?
I've been spoiling for a fight.
Many of my friends are eager too. After you eliminate the guards, we'll move the supplies and blow up the tunnels behind us. To the SRB, it will be a tragic construction accident that killed many synths. Rare, but not unheard of. And then, our dead friends can assemble the weapons we need. Good luck.
Alright, so let's kill the tunnel guards.
Director Holdren seems very timid.
You're still in here?
That project you helped with, it's coming along. You understand, right?
Oh, we can deposit weapons in there. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have many weapons because, I usually use melee weapons. Well, let's see what we can do. Let's kill all the guards. Boy. Yeah, get down. You got nothing. I'm sorry, dude. You just got nothing left to fight with. Hell yeah. Take you out, boy.
Remember Zealand's plan. Grab everything we can use. The crates especially. I can't believe a human would do this. For us.
Alright, we did it. Let's get out of here.
Sounds like those raiders are quite a handful.
You have done your part, and We'll do ours. Weapon construction will begin immediately.
Get those weapons made quickly.
We will. Every hour we wait is another hour the SRB could discover us. For now, please continue working with Father. We can't afford for him to grow suspicious. When my people are ready, I will contact you.
Okay. We will continue working with Father.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
I just gotta convince these people that I'm doing absolutely nothing wrong.
Don't get any germs on you.
And that I'm completely prepared to take over Father's role. Even though we're gonna burn this place to the ground.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is she doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
Of course.
Really? Well, there's no shame in being out of the loop, as it were. The project has been classified for quite a long time. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
In this world, I'm sure compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long, we've been dependent on others. On our surroundings. That time is over. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Sounds like an important step.
That's an understatement. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir?
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yet, well, he is gone. While I am not overly fond of putting my own mother in harm's way, she has proven more than capable of handling herself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please. As I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Can't be serious. Everyone, please. I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
There must be something we can do to help you.
The only thing that matters now is continuing the Institute's work. It will be all right. I assure you. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my mother as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? She isn't one of us. She isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my mother has already proven herself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Humanity's future is taking root right here.
So why can't he just transfer his consciousness into a synth body like
I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
we did that for somebody earlier. We transferred consciousness. Of course, he'd be a synth. He'd be one of his own creations.
Advances will, in time, change the world.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Mother. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Yeah. Sure.
Dr. Fillmore.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go over the details. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the Mass Fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
Consider it done.
I'll consider it done when I've got it in my hands. I'm going with you.
No way. You're not going. You'd be a liability.
Well, that's about the most insulting thing I've heard in a while. Okay, you're on your own then. Good luck. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and they'll get you over to Mass Fusion in a flash. Pun sort of intended.
Hold on, guys. I'm getting a phone call. I'm gonna go off mic for a second.
Our new synths are so lifelike, I keep mistaking them for real people.
All right, guys, so I got the call, so I'm going to have to get some dinner ready, so we are going to hop off stream now. And when we return, we will be wrapping up our Fallout 4 playthrough. And as you know, all these are going to be posted to YouTube if you missed any episodes. So, anyway, guys, this has been Free Nachos. Gotta go, and I will see you all later.